it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so today we are going to do a St. Patrick's Day, so not so much a wreath, but door hanger. I'm going to use 3, I have these upside down, 3 shamrocks from the Dollar Tree. They're the foam, sparkly foam. And then I'm just going to use what I already have, which is some buffalo check ribbon. This is 30 feet, 2.5 inches wide, and it was $9.99 at Hobby Lobby, and I just got it for 50% off. So I got 30 feet for $5, and this will last quite a while. So to use this right here, I'm going to use twine from the Dollar Tree, 3 pipe cleaners. There's 2 here, but 3 pipe cleaners total. A ruler, just a basic old ruler, and of course some scissors. And I'm going to use these big, it's called yarn darners, but it's just these big needles. I bought these at Walmart, and I think it was less than $2, but so I'm gonna use this big one. That way my twine can fit through this. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so what you need is, I went ahead and made one of these just to show you what we're gonna do. This right here is 6 ribbons, 6 strips, cut into 24 inches long. So we're gonna do some of these together. But this is already done. This is 6 bundles, 6 little strips, and then I got 1 pipe cleaner tied around it. Okay, so you see, this is 24 inches long. Okay, and you're gonna need a total of 18. I've already got 6 cut here, and then we're gonna do 6 together. Okay, and all I use, I do my basic ruler. I start at the top, right there, and I just wrap it 1 time. That 1 fold right there is 24 inches. So all I'm gonna do is just give that a nice, straight, clean cut. Okay, so there's 1, I need 6 of these. So 1, once again, just fold it over. That gives you 24 inches. There's 2. And then, once again, just start at the top of your ruler. And then just, pull it nice and snug. And go all the way up to the top of the ruler again. And that's where you're going to do your cut. Okay. So 3. And this makes the prettiest, you saw that big pretty bow. So full. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. If you watched my Valentine's Day one that I did, it's very similar to the top bow. I think this one is 5. Okay. So cut that right there. And this one will make 6 for this bundle. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now, another thing you're gonna do, take your 2 ends, line them up together at the end, fold it over to where all the ends, all the corners match, and then you're gonna take your scissors, have a good, nice, sharp pair of scissors, because if not, your ends will get jagged. Now I'm gonna do, start here, I'm gonna cut down at an angle. And it gives you the dovetail. I always want to say dog ear, but it's a dovetail. You watch some other videos, I always mess up when I say it. Okay, so we're gonna do all of these the exact same way. But like I said, that way my video didn't take forever for you. I went ahead and did the other ones. So I'm just gonna cut these 6. That way you can really see how it is done. Because I love to be with you and talk to you and just sit here and craft together. Okay, so I'm going to cut that that one down like that. So, it is Friday. I hope you all are gonna have a great weekend. You have any big plans for the weekend? I know everything's a little kind of crazy right now. Everything that we had planned for the weekend has now been canceled. So, just have a nice, fun, relaxing weekend at home. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Once again, I just want to make sure that you get this. Just take your ends, line them up together, all the way down the bottom, match corner to corner. Fold it over, corner to corner. Like that. Take your scissors, cut down at an angle. Just one nice clean cut. And it gives you that nice V. The dove, I don't know if you can see. The dovetail. Alright. So, what you want to do, okay, so you want 18 of these 24-inch strips. Okay, so you're gonna need 18 total because each one of these bundles is gonna have 6. Okay, and we're gonna do 3. Okay, so this has 6 in it. Now, I want to show you how to make this big fabulous bow. And you can go as full as you want. Like this has 6 in it. If you want to go 8, or maybe you just want 4, but you kind of want an even number just for this. At least I always do even. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to match up my ends because you want everything to be even. I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to lay it flat in front of me. Okay. So I'm going to take the loop. I'm going to lay it down right here. Okay. I'm going to go all the way down to the 5-inch mark. At that 5-inch mark, I'm going to pinch it together. So now I have a 5-inch loop. Okay. And all I'm going to do, because I chose this ribbon, there's no front or back. It is buffalo check on both. So I don't have to worry about doing anything else to this, which is another reason it's really nice. You don't got to worry about twisting and flipping. Okay. So I'm going to take this one where I have it pinched. I'm going to stick it right there in my thumb. I'm just going to hold it. If you have problems with your hands with arthritis, you can use like a chip clip or a clothespin to hold it close for you. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Okay, once my ends are all lined up again, my loop starts up here at the top of the ruler. I'm going to go down to the 5-inch mark, and once again I'm going to pinch it and put it right there in my thumb. Okay. I'm going to do 3 like this. Alright, so once again pinch it at the 5. Okay, so I got 3 right there. Now what you're going to do, you're just going to keep going, pinch it, go to your 5 mark. Okay, now I've got 3 here. So this other one, I have it pinched. All I'm going to do, flip it upside down. Flip it and stick it right there in my thumb again. But this time I have my loop down here. So I got 3 loops up here, and I'm going to do 3 down this way. Okay, so we'll go to my 5 mark, pinch it, and flip it upside down. Stick it right there in my thumb or in your chip clip. Whatever works best for your hands. Okay. So we do this one. 5. Okay, once again, flip it. Okay, so I have 6 total in my hand. Now, while I'm holding it like this, I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. I'm using black. Use any color you want. Okay, so I'm just going to, while I have it all pinched together like this, I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. I'm going to lay it right there across the front. Okay, and see how I have it like that? I'm going to take all this and close it up like almost like you close up an umbrella. Okay, now you want your level, your ends to be even, your pipe cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to pull this really, really tight down, and I'm going to pinch it, and I'm going to twist it quite a few times, as tight as I can. Okay. Now, the fun part. Now you take your loops, find your loops, and you're gonna have 6 of them, and just start pulling, and use your fingers, just fluff them apart. And as long as you have this nice and tight with your pipe cleaners, you can adjust and flip. You can do anything. They're not gonna pull out and go anywhere. You just want to make sure that you get all 6 of those loops nice and full and fluffed. All right, let's see. Because I chose all the same color ribbon, you just want to make sure that you get all 6 loops. I thought about going and getting some St. Patrick's Day ribbon too, but St. Patrick's Day is next week, so I just wanted to get something made. My great-grandmother's from Ireland, so it's like, St. Patrick's Day, you always try to do a little something. I don't go crazy, but to celebrate my great-grandmother. So, and I'm sure a lot of our ancestors, you kind of break it down, we're kind of a little bit from everywhere. My husband would love, he wants to do that ancestry.com, you kind of send off and you find out like everything about your history. He's always talked about doing that, but we've never done it. I heard you can find out some amazing things. Okay. Now I can be a perfectionist, so I will keep messing with this if I don't stop. But you just want to make sure, that you get it nice and full. And if you decide that you want your loops bigger than mine, measure out 6 inches. Like I said, this is a 5-inch loop. Yeah, see? Look at that. And 2, like I said, if you decide you don't want these so long, just pull your loops a little bit longer. Nice and fluffed. Alright, so now we have 2 of these. Now I'm going to do the 3rd one the exact same way. I already have, we just cut all these. Just get your ends together. Measure. I'm going to still do my 5-inch. So I'm going to go at my ruler down here to the 5 and pinch it. Okay, so I'm going to put that in my thumb. 5-inch again. Alright. 5-inch. Now, I've got those 3 going up. Now, remember, my next 3, I'm going to pinch, and it's going to get flipped upside down, right there in my thumb. Okay, now I'm going down. Okay, so it's pinched, and I'm going to flip it. Alright, and then once again the 5, I'm going to flip it. Whoop. Okay, so once again, 6 of these is pinched between my thumb. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, once again, go right here in the center. Okay. Now I'm just going to put it up like an umbrella. Reminds me of an umbrella. Okay, make sure your ends are pretty much even, It's just like that. So now as tight as I can, I'm going to pull down, and I'm going to twist. Just, just a few twists. Okay, now, once again, get all these down. We're going to fluff this out. So once again, you're going to take your 6 loops, just, open them up, fluff them out. You don't have to be all fragile and gentle. So as long as you pull that nice and tight with that pipe cleaner, you can adjust these and move them. And this looks great. I mean, you can put this on a lantern. Like, once you're done with this, or just whatever ribbon you're using, you can make you lantern toppers. Because this is like a perfect thing to stick right on top of a big lantern. You can put them on banisters. They look great on wreaths. Several different things you can do with these right here. If you have a big flower arrangement, anything. Decorate stuff outside with it. Yeah, so like I said, just make sure you fluff all 6 of your bows. Loops. Okay. Yeah, and you can, and these, sometimes I just take my finger and I'll pinch it tight and just curl down. Kind of like you're curling iron. Whoop. Just, Now take them, unless you want them up flippy, then flip them up. Or you just pinch your fingers and flip them down. Wired ribbon. I say this in all my videos like this. Wired ribbon is the best to work with because it stays. See, I just flip that down and it stays. Yeah, love wired ribbon. Okay, look how pretty that loop is. That is so simple. So simple, so easy. Okay, now, for these. First off, I'm gonna take my tag off. I took the tag off. It's kind of an inside joke with somebody. Okay, so I'm gonna take all these little tags off. All right. Now, one of these, the first one, my top one, I'm gonna leave the green on. My next two, I don't need this. I personally am gonna pull this out. You can leave yours, you know, maybe for something else, but I'm just gonna pop mine right out of there. Now, it did leave like a little hole. You can see that hole right there. But my bow is gonna be so daggone big, you're not gonna see that right there. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this one out too. A little pressure, I'm not gonna like tear it up. There we go. All right, and the other day, Riley stepped on one of them and broke it, so I just hot glued. So I mean, it goes back together really easy. Okay. So now, the reason I have the twine in these big needles that I have, I'm gonna take this twine because I want a lot of space between each one of these. So I'm gonna measure out 20 inches. So 12, start at the top, go down to the 8. Okay, so I'm gonna have about 20-inch twine. Okay, so I'm gonna twist, kind of rub that together a little bit. I'm gonna stick it right through this big eye of this needle. That's why I use this big yarn needle. I tried to use fishing line the other day. I was kind of playing with this. Fishing line, I love because you don't see it, but it's so hard to keep tight. It kept wanting to come apart. So I don't want to mess with that. What I'm gonna do is, like here's my stem. So about like right here, kind of like right, you know, not too low down because you want to take a chance of anything ripping. So about right there. Can you see that? See? Right there. I'm just gonna push this through. It's styrofoam, so it's pretty easy. Look at that. Okay. So I've got this one. I'm gonna leave it threaded. Now, I'm going to push it through the top of my next one. Okay, so why it's still dangling and attached to this first one. Yes, that's the first one because I got the loop still on it. So this is to the tail. This is gonna go through about the center of the top and just kind of give it a nice little push through. Okay, so now that one is done. I can now pull my needle out and I'm gonna tie this. So I have that. Now, you see, they're attached. They're dangly. So now I'm just gonna take these two and I'm just gonna put me, you know, so I cut it at 20 inches. This is 20 inches long. Take that. I'm just gonna tie a couple knots in here. You know, and you play with it and you get it to whatever length you want it to be. That's 2 knots. I'm gonna do 3 just to make sure. I don't want it to come undone. Okay. Just pull that nice and tight. Oop. Okay, so now I got this all this excess right here. I have to pull out. Okay. You see? It's attached with a 20-inch twine. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put the hoe like that right there on the bottom. And I'm gonna come out about right there on the top. Okay, so we'll do that one together too. Okay, so I need one more. So you just need a total of 2 of these at 20. All right, so I'm gonna measure up my twine. Like I said, 20 inches is really good. Okay, so I got 12. Strap back up here, go down to the 8, and that is 20. Okay, so give that a cut. Stick that through right there. Yes, this twine fits this big needle perfectly. So if you do a lot of like DIYs, these yarn needles are great for this kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go through. I want that to be my front, because, okay. So, about right there. You know, like kind of almost like a fingertip. And I'm just gonna push it straight through with my needle. Just a little pressure, go slow because you don't want to bust it open. And just pull that through. Did not mean for that to come out, but it's okay. Okay. So I went through there. Get that twist turned around right so we're not all twisted. Okay, so that was through the bottom. Now on this one, we're gonna go through the top. So find the front of it, and about right, you know, you got like right there, right in the center. And push it back through. Just a little pressure, and it pops through. All right, that is it on that. So now all I have to do, once again, is tie it. And I did it wrong again. I blast it. See, we're doing this together. All right. So crafting is real. This is real life. All right, let me push that back through. There we go. I could never do a live because it would take forever and people would get really frustrated with me. Okay, so we got the 20 inches, which, you know, like I said, it looks to be about perfect. It's gonna take about that much. Get back up here. Okay, so we'll take about that much of the ends and just tie some knots. Okay, I hope you could not hear the kids. Riley's in there watching TV. They are officially on a 3-week break. Schools have been shut down where I'm at. So, that. All right, so tied tight. All right, see? Here's our hanger. Okay, you're gonna twist it to where you get to your front. Okay, get all this stuff out of the way here. Okay, so I have these 3 laying right here. Nice and even. So I'm gonna take this one right here. And all I'm gonna do is find the center of my twine. Just gonna pinch it. Figure kind of like where I think the center is. And I'm just gonna put that pipe cleaner right on there. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it some nice, good, tight twists. 1, 2, 3. Now before I cut those off, I wanna make sure that I have everything right before I start cutting and trimming. Okay, so this one, just take my pipe cleaner once again, just kind of pinch right here in the center, you know, kind of the center of this twine, right in between the 2 shamrocks. And I'm just gonna stick my, kind of right there. Can you see this? Okay, so now I'm just gonna give it a couple good, nice, tight twists. When you're done with this, like I said, stick this on a lantern. Or stick it on a wreath or something. It goes that way. Now, for the top. Let's see, I have the green hanger still. Okay, now for the top, all I'm gonna do, I've got my green loop right here. I'm just gonna stick my pipe cleaner right through that loop. Right there. Just gonna push that all the way down to where right to the end. Now, all I'm gonna do, some nice tight twists. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now what you can do, because you got these long little legs, just at the very end, just make you like a little bitty X. You see that, like a little bitty X. Take those ends and just twist them nice and tight. Kind of bend it down a little bit, and there's your loop. There's your loop to go into your door hanger. Okay, now, like I said, if you want to use these on something else, don't cut your ends off. Just take them and maybe just kind of roll them and bend them down. That way you could use this on something else if you wanted. Okay? Like I said, don't cut these off unless you don't plan on reusing them. You know, just kind of bend it, roll it. You just don't want this to, you know, scratch your door. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna hang this on the kitchen door so we can kind of play with it and see. It looks so cute. Oh, I love it. It's like the perfect, just touch for St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, just make sure, you know, all your loops are nice and fluffed. All these, you know, all the tails you can just adjust, go any way you want with them. You just want it nice and full, nice and fluffy. But oh my goodness, I love it. It looks so good. I wish I would have done this sooner. But oh well, that is so pretty. Yes. All right. Okay, so to recap, 3 shamrocks from the Dollar Tree, 18 total strips, so 18 total, cut at 24 inches long. The twine I cut at 20 inches, and that's it. It's beautiful. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Alright, yeah, so this is going to go on my front door. Okay, so this was my one and only St. Patrick's Day. Next is going to come all the Easter, spring, lemons, everything decor. But, alright, that's it. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.